Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Entertainment on Point. I'm your host, Miss Alexis.
And I'm your host, Hannah Bazet. From new documentaries to Taylor Swift's new album and the new Halloween movie just in time for the spooky season, we have quite the show for you. But first, let's kick it off with this week's top stories.
We can never get enough of the baby mama drama. Antonio Brown, a free agent, is getting exposed by the mother of his children, Chelsea Kyrus. While last week he had made some rude remarks at Tom Brady's divorce with Gisele Bündchen. AB went on Snapchat and shared text messages from 2016, supposedly of Chelsea and another man texting. He wrote with explicit language, "Baby mama never been ish. Just 'cause you mess with her don't mean you messing with me. She mug shark, ugly men." End quote. Kyrus earlier had wrote on her Instagram story saying, "Y'all think having a man with money is everything. I'd rather have a man with morals and boundaries. A man I can trust in my face and behind my back. A man that's not going to embarrass me. A man that ain't going to play about me or with me. A man that respects but also values me." End quote. However, she wasn't done clapping back at her baby daddy. She reposted the text messages and said, quote, "This man will be anything for views. This text was from 2016. I have no idea who this man was." Hence, why the conversation ended after a pic was sent, but he won't show that part. Let's talk about your character, or actions though. There's much more, but I won't even go there, end quote. In the next slide of Chelsea's story, viewers see a broken window, and she wrote, "Outrageous at 34 and still acting like this. And all you could do is write a false narrative about me and bring up texts from 2016 because you have nothing else. I have been nothing but patient with you, no matter how it made me look." End quote. That's not even half of it, EO peeps. Chelsea shared another post of their youngest son sending a text to AB saying, "Mom looks so pretty." End quote. AB wrote back saying, even more explicit language, "Your mom is a slut living off me. That B surviving, I'ma make it so uncomfortable for that B, she's gonna run away with you." End quote. They have been together for 11 years and Chelsea is tired of it. It's a disgrace that men in this generation don't know how to properly treat or take care of a woman. How would you feel if your baby dad is sending texts to your children about mean stuff about you?
Not good. And this man has been putting her through it for years, years and years and years. Since he was a Pittsburgh Steeler,
Yes.
They've been getting in these super public altercations. I mostly just feel bad for their kids. How awful. And it makes me think, he must have, what's that football, brain disorder thing they can get when they get
Concussions?
hit? No, it's an actual disorder they can develop. I forget what it's called, but if they get hit too many times, he has to have that because he acts so crazy. What person, the right man, a grown adult, texts their child that?
What is the child supposed to say back?
Right.
Send emojis or something?
Hit the block. What? That's just, I feel really bad for the kids.
It's either him or Kanye. I don't know who's worse.
I don't know. Rumors flew around the internet this past week that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were unhappy with Netflix leading up to the release of their new docuseries. Page 6 reported that Harry and Meghan were at odds with their own production team and Netflix's chiefs after the couple requested certain things be cut out of the docuseries. An inside source from Netflix told Page 6, quote, "Harry and Meghan are having second thoughts on their own story. They are panicked about trying to tone down even the most basic language, but it's their story, from their mouths," end quote. It was alleged that Harry and Meghan wanted revisions made in light of Queen Elizabeth II, Harry's grandmother's, death. Allegedly, there were things said regarding King Charles III, Harry's father, Queen Consort Camilla, Harry's stepmother, and Prince William and Kate, Harry's brother and sister-in-law. Harry and Meghan left the royal family back in 2020 and even did a sit-down interview with Oprah where they accused a royal family member of being racist towards their child. Since, it's been speculated widely about what family member that could have been, and this new series could shed light on that. While it was said that Harry and Meghan wanted this series to debut sometime next year, Netflix was hoping the project would be done in the end of November and wanted to release it just after the 5th season of The Crown was released. The Crown, which is a Netflix original series, is a dramatic reenactment of the royal family through several years. A different Netflix source told The Telegraph that the expected release date isn't supposed to be until December. US Magazine reported that the couple was offered nearly $100 million from Netflix. Back in May of this year, the couple signed a multi-year deal to create original content, including documentaries, movies, series, and children's programming. This partnership was finally named Archwell Productions after the couple's shared son, Archie. However, an inside source to Meghan and Harry is telling Cosmopolitan that these rumors just aren't true. The source said, quote, "There seems to be a big misconception that they need or want to turn the project on its head. There are always edits being made, but that's how it works. People give notes, sometimes things are changed if there's time before the deadline," end quote. While Netflix hasn't made a comment on the show, Meghan told The Cut that the show was, quote, "the piece of my life I haven't been able to share. That piece haven't been able to see. Our love story. I'm definitely looking forward to the docuseries and will be watching it whenever it's released."
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Meghan and Harry, we're finally able to actually know the truth and see what is going on behind their lives. I believe, social media and the paparazzi always want to take over their personal lives, which is why they abandoned the royal family in 2020.
Yeah, but I'm excited to see it too. I mean, if the racist family member is revealed, I want to know who it is.
Yeah.
I hope obviously it shares what they want to be shared, but I also hope if there is bad things happening in the royal family behind closed doors, I hope they bring light to those too, because if you're a racist person, you shouldn't be able to be protected,
Yeah.
especially towards a family member. That's, who knows, it could be their grandson, their nephew, whoever.
Yeah.
So I hope we find out who it was, and I hope that it's good.
Selena Gomez is opening her mind. On Monday, Apple showed fans the official trailer on her new upcoming documentary, Selena Gomez, My Mind and Me. It is directed by Alec Kishian and focuses on the singer's battle with lupus and mental health issues over the last 6 years. Gomez has been straightforward about her mental health issues to the public. She got diagnosed with lupus in 2014 and took a break from music to focus on her health. She explained in 2015, saying, quote, "As many of you know, around a year ago, I revealed that I have lupus, an illness that can affect people in different ways," end quote. Then in 2017, she had a kidney transplant because of the complications related to her lupus. While showing her fans the behind the scenes of her personal life, it looked like she was previewing a new song that she will soon drop, saying, quote, "My mind and me, we don't get along sometimes, and it gets hard to breathe, but I wouldn't change my life," end quote. Despite her health issues, Gomez made sure she continued to help out others. She has her own cooking show on HBO Max called Selena and Chef that raises money for nonprofit organizations. Then she has her beauty line called Rare Beauty that is aiming to raise $100 million for mental health services during the next 10 years. You go, girl. In the end of the trailer, she says, quote, "I am happier, and I am in control of my emotions and thoughts more than I have ever been," end quote. EO peeps, make sure you tune in on November 4th to watch Selena embrace her new journey on Apple TV. Isn't that crazy? Selena Gomez finally getting the chance to tell everyone the real stories instead of these rumors and lies. I feel like this year is for everyone to get personal, to shed their light on their true story. So, how do you feel? Are you gonna watch it?
Yeah, I do think I'm going to watch it. I'm not a huge Selena Gomez fan. All respect to her. I'm just not I don't really listen to her music. I obviously loved her when I was a little girl and she was on Wizards of Waverly Place and
Alex.
her old music, but her new stuff I'm just not really into. But she's been filming this for 6 years.
Yeah, imagine.
So imagine everything that's gonna come out. We talked a couple episodes ago about Justin Bieber and her, and they were together 6 years ago. So I don't think she's gonna bring it up because she is known to be very classy and respectful. But I kind of hope she does.
I feel like she's gonna give everyone a little sneak peek, a little juicy detail. But you gotta watch out for Selena.
Rex Orange County, aka Alexander O'Connor, has been charged with 6 counts of sexual assault after he was accused of sexually assaulting a woman in London on 6 different occasions. The first 2 attacks were said to have happened in London's West End back on June 1st, 2021. The next day, the victim accused him of assaulting her another 4 times, including once in a taxi and the other 3 times at his home. The singer appeared in Southwark Crown Court on Monday, October 10th, where he pled not guilty to all 6 charges and was released on unconditional bail. In a statement released to the press, a representative for the singer said, quote, Alex is shocked by the allegations, which he denies, and looks forward to clearing his name in court. He is unable to make any further comments because of the ongoing proceedings, end quote. The next court date is set for January 3rd, 2023. Nothing is known about the victim other than the fact that she is over the age of 16. Alex is 24 years old. Fans of the singer remember him canceling his Australia, New Zealand, and Europe tour dates for the tour back in July of this year. The singer said in an Instagram post, quote, "It is with a great deal of sadness to announce that due to unforeseen personal circumstances, I am having to spend more time at home this year and I will not be able to continue with touring as planned," end quote. He then continued on the post by saying August 13th would be the last date of his Who Cares tour that ran from May 4th of this year until August 13th. Of course, we now know that these dates were canceled due to these allegations. We are hoping to find out more as the trial gets closer. So what do you think? I mean, this is crazy. So it was the same woman, and she's saying he did it 6 different times, which is insane and so heartbreaking. My heart goes out to the victim,
Yes,
whoever she is. I'm like so proud of her for having the courage to come forward, but this is crazy. I mean, I'm a big Rex Orange County fan. Hearing this, like as a woman, I was disgusted. As a fan, I was deeply disturbed. I feel like I can't even like listen to his music anymore. I don't want to support someone who does that repeatedly too. That's crazy. What do you think?
I feel like no girl should ever have to go through that, and especially with him becoming a big celebrity, I feel like these celebrities take advantage of the fame and feel like they could do anything that they want. I'm kind of shocked that he sounded confident in his statement, saying like, oh, he's going to clear his name in court, but if I was a girl, I wouldn't just make up lies for no reason.
I know. I mean, I obviously hope it's not true and he didn't actually do it, but I always believe the victim, and you know, I do hope it's not true. I hope that this is just a big facade, but I don't know why someone would go all that way just to do that.
Yeah, because she had the courage to actually go and tell people about her story.
Right, and they don't just convict people off of nothing. Like, you have to have some evidence. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And
hopefully she gets justice.
I hope the girl gets peace.
We're going to go for a quick break, but when we come back, Nina DeBacco is here to talk about what artists just performed at the Children's Hospital Gala.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, and welcome back to Newsnight. Most of the student body of the Pittsburgh Public School.
Some of the United States allies.
Thursday, the FBI was seen raiding.
Let's get started with today's forecast.
Today's high will only reach about 31 degrees.
It's looking a little cooler than we've seen in the past few weeks.
All this and more.
All this and more.
All this and more coming up on Newsnight.
Coming up on Newsnight.
Coming up on Newsnight.
Welcome back, EO Peeps. First up, we have our reporter, Nina DeBacco, telling us all about Justin Timberlake giving back.
Thanks, Hannah. Justin Timberlake brought his packed list of throwbacks to an amazing fundraiser this past weekend. Children's Hospital Los Angeles had their 2022 gala, and Justin Timberlake brought the house down with his incredible performance. Timberlake kept the mood celebratory at this event, and Children's Hospital raised over $5.5 million, which is a new record. It was the first time the hospital was able to host their gala since 2019, so they wanted to go big for their grand return, and Timberlake was certainly the way to go. Nikki DeLoach, who is their chair of the hospital's foundation board of trustees, told Billboard she just called Timberlake and he said yes. He stated he was humbled and honored to perform at such an amazing event and had no problem saying yes to her. Many audience members and attendees of the gala said it was obvious that anyone with a personal connection to the hospital felt compelled. Timberlake and his wife also had a personal connection because their niece Zaya had a life-saving heart surgery at this hospital. The famous Jimmy Kimmel also attended this event and stated that it's nice to do something to support a great organization like Children's Hospital, and it's even better when Justin Timberlake is singing at it. Jimmy Kimmel has a 5-year-old son who had open heart surgeries as an infant, so he was very moved by this event and was very appreciative of Timberlake's performance. He performed for almost 40 minutes and said on stage, "I think about all the lives that all of you saved, and I just want you to know that y'all are not unnoticed, especially to a father like me." This heartwarming event was extremely successful, and this is just another event that proves how music can change our world.
Thanks, Nina. Next up, we have our reporter, Cade Montgomery, here to tell us all about Taylor Swift's new album.
Thanks, Miss Alexis. For the past few years, singer Taylor Swift has been in the process of re-recording her first 6 albums in order to own the masters to all of her music. So far, she has re-recorded her albums Fearless and Red and added Taylor's version to the end of the album titles to differentiate them from the originals. Many fans were expecting her to announce the next album she's re-recording during her acceptance speech for Video of the Year at the MTV Video Music Awards on August 28th, but were surprised when she announced that she would be releasing a brand new album, ending her speech with, quote, "I thought this might be a fun moment to tell you that my brand new album comes out October 21st, and I will tell you more at midnight," end quote. At midnight after the MTV Awards, Swift revealed on her social medias that the title of her new album is Midnights, along with a photo of the album cover and captioned the post, quote, "Midnights. The stories of 13 sleepless nights scattered throughout my life will be out October 21st. Meet me at midnight," end quote. On September 21st, Swift announced via TikTok that she would be starting a new video series titled Midnight's Mayhem with Me to reveal the track list for the new album. She explained that she had put 13 ping pong balls labeled 1 to 13 into a bingo machine and that in each episode she would reveal the name of the track that corresponded to the number on the ping pong ball that was drawn. At midnight on October 7th, during an episode of Midnight's Mayhem with Me, Swift wrote in the caption, quote, "Tonight we mayhem till the morning," end quote. She then released a new episode each hour for the next 4 hours until all of the track names were revealed. The final track that was revealed features singer Lana Del Rey and is the only track on the album with a feature. Fans were ecstatic to hear about Swift collaborating with Del Rey, as they have never put out a song together before. Fans left comments on the TikTok announcing the song, such as, quote, "Featuring Lana, we won," end quote, and, quote, "This is my dream collab," end quote. Swift's 10th studio album, Midnights, comes out October 21st at midnight sharp, and in the words of Swift herself, "Meet me at midnight."
Thanks, Cade. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, Jordan Yaniga is here to tell us all about the new horror film releasing just in time for the spooky season.
Welcome back to EOP. Next up, we have Jordan Yaniga here to tell us all about the new Halloween movie.
Thank you, Miss Alexis. It's October, and for my scary movie fanatics out there, I know you all are counting down the days for the release to the new and supposedly last movie of the Halloween series, Halloween Ends. After 5 iconic Halloween movies, actor Jamie Lee Curtis says she is not yet done, as this is the 6th movie of many and will be the last to tie up the unforgettable franchise. The spine-chilling saga will hit the theater screen one last time, as it supposedly comes to an end. Jamie Lee Curtis is an actress the world has known for many of her roles, but mostly for her iconic character as Laurie Strode, who battles the infamous Michael Myers, which was also Curtis's very first role in the acting world. After carrying this character through 4 decades, this is the longest actor-character pairing in cinema history. The last series of this franchise to come out was in 2018, when Halloween Kills hit the big screen. In this last movie, we were left with Michael Myers making another appearance on a Halloween night, where Laurie Strode was beyond ready this time, and her plot to trap and kill Michael Myers with the help of her daughter and granddaughter. Now, after 45 years of the last bit of the story is arriving to not only the big screen, but can be streamed on Peacock services. John Carpenter, director of the movie, stated in an article by The Guardian, quote, "I never expected the very first to do so well, so for me, this has been the strangest experience. It's a film that feels like a long ago, a distant dream. I'm not sure I can't explain it myself," end quote. Jamie Lee Curtis, who started the role at 19, now 63, says in a post by USA Today, quote, "Concluding my Halloween story is really weird, but definitely emotional and heart-pounding, as it is my legacy," end quote. The movie Halloween Ends is out in theaters tomorrow, Friday, October 14th. Thank you. Back to you, Hannah.
Thanks, Jordan. Next up, we have Aaron Baker making his EOP debut, telling us about which judge is leaving and who is coming to The Voice.
Thanks, Anna. Country legend Blake Shelton has announced that he will be stepping down as one of the judges on the popular singing show, The Voice competition, after being a judge for 23 seasons, winning well 8 times, with multiple people he has judged getting a record label. He posted on Instagram stating, quote, "I've been wrestling with this for a while, and I've decided that it's time for me to step away from The Voice after season 23. This show has changed my life in every way for the better, and it'll always feel like home," end quote. But as one chair swings out, a new chair swings in a new direction, or as some fans would say, One Direction. Niall Horan, former member of the incredibly successful boy band One Direction, shall be making his debut as the new judge on the show this season, where fans should be happy one way or another to see a new familiar face on the show.
Thanks, Aaron. Next up, we have Kalyan Winder here to talk about Vogue World in New York. Kalyan?
Thanks, Miss Alexis. It's officially 1 month since Vogue had their 113th anniversary to celebrate their long history. They introduced a one-of-a-kind fashion show and street fair, Vogue World New York, a runway and performance show that has changed the world of fashion and what it consists of today. The show was attended by both in-person and virtual viewers through live stream and featured a runway influenced or walked by celebrities, models, influencers, and designers in Manhattan's Meatpacking District. Multiple known personalities hit the runway, such as Serena Williams, followed by Bella and Gigi Hadid in custom Balenciaga. Notably, old-age supermodel Shalom Harlow, Amber Valletta, Helena Christensen, and Karen Elson walked the runway with new-age supermodels Precious Lee, Adut Akech, Emily Ratajkowski, and the Hadid sisters to Madonna's hit song Vogue, wearing garments from designers like Balenciaga, Dior, Gucci, to Colleen Estrada, Maddie Bovin, and Ralph Lauren. And for the finale, singer Lil Nas X closed the show with a performance of his song Industry Baby. And as we grow farther from the event itself, the show's fashion statement still stands strong with trends like sports couture, retro to wear, forever classic, modern boho, and metallic moments being the attraction of what fashion designers and wearers are focusing on this fall.
Thanks, Kalyan. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, our lovely reporter Natalea Hillen will be playing a game of Guess That Celebrity with our EOP cast. You won't want to miss this.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, and welcome back to Newsnight. of the student body of the Pittsburgh Public School.
Some of the United States allies.
Thursday, the FBI was seen raiding.
Let's get started with today's forecast.
Today's high will only reach about 31 degrees.
It's looking a little cooler than we've seen in the past few weeks.
All this and more.
All this and more.
All this and more coming up on Newsnight.
Coming up on Newsnight.
Coming up on Newsnight.
Welcome back to Entertainment on Point. I am Natalea Hillen, hosting my first segment of the semester. On today's segment, we are going to play Guess That Celebrity. I will be listing a few clues, and the EOP cast will have to guess what celebrity I am talking about. So, are you guys ready to play?
So excited.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Okay, so for my first one, I'm going to just list the first two clues, see if you guys can catch on. So, first, Spider-Man, Uncharted, Aaron?
Tom Holland?
Yeah. Aaron got one.
I was going to say Tom Hiddleston by accident. That's not true.
Yes, Tom Holland. My last clue was fling with Zendaya, so that would probably would have given it.
They're dating.
Well, they're not really. They're not dating technically.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, according to.
That's an article for another day.
Yes. All right, next one. Got famous on TikTok from dancing. Has a family reality TV show. Oh, I think. Yep.
Charlie D'Amelio.
Yep. My last one was on Dancing with the Stars, so you got it.
She's killing it on Dancing with the
Okay,
Stars.
She really is.
wow.
She's been doing great.
Nice.
All right, next one. Former pro wrestler, actor, Jumanji. Aaron.
The Rock?
Yep.
The Rock.
Good job. Aaron 2, Colleen 1. Kate and Jordan, you got
Zero.
All right, next one. Actress, Friends, just go with it. Jordan.
Jennifer Aniston.
Yes, Jennifer Aniston won.
Wow, that was very big.
Good job.
Come on, Kay. What are you doing?
Come on.
Yeah.
All right, Cade, this could be for you.
Okay.
That's like stupid.
Recently acted in a movie, singer, One Direction.
Harry Styles.
Yes.
I was waiting for you to
Don't
answer.
worry, darling.
I waited for you.
I was thinking.
I was about to say.
Guys, I'm so bad at
Are we
this.
tied?
Okay,
Yeah.
this is the last one.
Okay,
So
sorry.
this is kind of gonna come down to Colleen and Aaron. But you guys are
Maybe
still
I'll
in the
get it.
race.
I believe in you.
All right.
Probably not.
Female rapper, Offset. Colleen.
Oh my
Cardi B.
Yep.
I'll give you.
We still did good.
This way.
Thank you. Thank you. No
And that's a wrap on this week's episode. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Entertainment On Point, and we'll see you next week.